Good morning. I hope that you're doing well. I will try to be quick because I do need to get on with the revision. Believe it or not, this is my last day of revision. I personally can't believe I'm saying this. Like, I have my last exam of the session tomorrow and it just doesn't feel real. But I wanted to show you like something very exciting. You might have seen yesterday, I decided to sort out my paper scraps. I have a lot of paper scraps, not so much at this flat, but back home from all of my previous like art journaling and scrapbooking and art making of all sorts. I have like folders and folders of just paper scraps stored in plastic sleeves. And it's kind of everywhere. I think I got rid of some stuff when I redid my room a few years ago, but there's a lot of it still there, and I have some over here, and I just decided to go through it because So I think I mentioned this briefly a while back. I was looking for a project. Like, I wanted a bit of a longer term project to work on, not just, oh, I'll make a painting this week. And all of the paintings that I've been making recently have been like in preparation for that. Like they were things that I knew were going to be part of a bigger project. Not necessarily just a painting series. The idea from the start, I think, was to make a zine. Not my like standard foldable 8-page zine. Like, I don't know if you've ever made the zine, but you can make a zine from just an A4 sheet of paper that you separate into like 8 smaller bits and fold it. Look it up if you don't know what that is. It's really cool. I want to make like more of a booklet type thing, and I wasn't sure what that was going to be like. Like, aesthetically, I had some ideas for the theme, but it was a bit, I don't know, everything was a bit vague, and I think I figured it out. I'm gonna go more in depth about the theme and the concept and all of that another time, because I haven't had really a lot of time to like elaborate on that. I need to do a whole bunch of journaling about it to really figure out how to explain it. But I think I figured it out aesthetically. I was very indecisive about whether I wanted it to be like really simple and clean and like very graphic and basically sorted out digitally, or whether I wanted it to be something like more scrapbooky and physical. And I'm gonna go the full scrapbook route. Like, I miss doing that so much. I haven't in a few years, but it's something that I've always really enjoyed. And I think now that I'm really into journaling and like I'm more used to like dealing with journals again, which I wasn't for a long time, I am really longing for that. And so I'm gonna have to go out and get an A5 sketchbook of some kind, because believe it or not, I don't have one. I actually don't have a massive pile of like unused notebooks and sketchbooks. I worked through it. I worked my way through it, and I'm very proud to say that. And so I'm gonna have to go out and get that. And then I'll start figuring out, like, I'll do some experiments and start figuring out how I want to go about it. Like, I have a lot of really cool bits and pieces that I want to include. This was random. Cool bits and pieces that I want to scan in and include. I don't know, I have an idea. It's difficult to explain without, like, explaining the concept, but it will be cool. And I just wanted to, like, share the excitement of having maybe figured out something. I think I'm onto something, so that's cool. I also painted an eye yesterday, because when you're stressed, that's what you do, in this house at least. So that's one thing. Other than that, something exciting is being delivered today. I got it delivered back at my parents', so I won't be able to show you until tomorrow night. Well, probably... No, tomorrow's Wednesday, so until Thursday. I go back home tomorrow night, but I'll probably not have like energy or light to film, so I'll show you on Thursday. But it's a very exciting delivery. Stationery bits, I'm just gonna say that. So I'm so excited to open that up. And I also bought like a phone tripod. So one of those like boom arm type things that you can clamp to your desk and have your phone like parallel to the desk, like I have my camera now, but it's like a lot more of a lightweight setup that I can just carry with me and like on holiday and stuff, because I'm going to the seaside for a couple weeks, and just keep out back home in general, so I can film top-down shots of like me journaling and stuff as well. So I'll be able to film that at home, which is really nice. I was a bit worried about when I was gonna be able to do like stuff because I don't have this tripod at home and I don't bring my camera back and forth. I could use my dad's, but then it's like I don't have the tripod. And also it's just cool that I'd be able to like actually film journaling stuff back home in general, which I haven't really been able to do so far. Like I sometimes share bits of like the finished spread and stuff, but not really the process because I don't have my setup. So that's cool, that's exciting. I'm gonna go and sort this out, get to revision, hopefully go out today and just get it over with. I cannot believe that in like less than 24 hours I'll be done with this exam session. Like, that feels like a dream. I have no words for that.
So as I mentioned earlier, I had a very, very exciting delivery this week. Stationery Pal reached out offering to send me a whole bunch of their products in exchange for like a video review and like for me to show them in a video. And I was so excited when I received this. I don't think I've ever had like such a big stationery delivery before. This was slightly overwhelming and very, very exciting. This was like big highlight of my week. First of all, big shout out to the packaging. They have like heart-shaped bubble wrap. How cute is that? And also lots of freebies. Like the freebies were adorable. The teddy bear with the sunglasses and the rubber duck. They were like, honestly, the best thing. Like outside of all the stationery things that I was so excited for, these just made my day. I need to find like a cute spot for them on my desk because I think they'll be like, especially the teddy bear, it'll be like a really cute companion to have on the desk at all times. So I will do that this upcoming week. They also, I wanted to mention before I forget, Stationery Pal is having a whole bunch of really cool sales during August. I will leave all of the codes in like the text bar so you can check them out. I believe they're also just readily available for you to see on their website. And obviously the website will be linked below. So if you are looking for some really cool stationery, definitely check them out. Honestly, I was so excited for all of this. I mostly picked stickers. There's a lot of stickers. They had such a wide variety that I just couldn't hold myself back. But also I wanted to try out a whole bunch of things that I never really tried before. So I got some, I don't know what, I think they're called Deco Rush tapes. It's like a glue tape, but it leaves a design on the paper. So I got one with flowers and one that leaves like a text. Like a handwritten text, and those are really, really cool. You see me try them later. More stickers, just a lot of stickers. I got some sticky notes as well, like some like book tabs, I think they're called. Some stamps. These stamps are really, really cool. The little jar ones reminded me of potion bottles, and I love flower stamps in general, but those, I just saw them and I was like, I need to get these. I got some magnetic bookmarks as well that you saw me get out in like a minute ago. Those are really cool. I thought that'd be very handy to like bookmark pages in my Commonplace book because I use like paper clips, but with acrylic nails they're really hard to like get on all the time, and it's very handy for me to like have certain pages bookmarked that I kind of flip through a lot. So I'm happy I got those. They've been very handy the past week. Date stamp, I've been looking to get one for a while. I got some mineliners as well. Mineliners are my favorite highlighters. In this set, I think the like pale green is my absolute favorite. They have like really nice pastel muted colors, which I find other highlighters don't necessarily have, and they're the only ones that like don't hurt my eyes, which is cool. More stickers, just a lot of stickers, and then like a couple other random bits. I had so much fun unboxing all of this, and I thought I would get it all out to show you and then pick a few bits that I wanted to use and have a really big journaling session. I haven't had a lot of time to journal lately. With this last couple of weeks of revision, I've kind of fallen a bit behind. Not that I have like a schedule to stay on top of when it comes to journaling, but typically if I have an idea that I kind of want to work through, or a commonplace entry that I want to do, I just do it straight away. But I haven't really had time to do that. So what I did is I started keeping a list at the back of my Hobonichi weeks with all of the things that I wanted to then journal about when I eventually had the time to. So I did some of that in the video, but also I was a bit behind in my memory book that I started a few weeks ago. Because I didn't go home last weekend, I didn't really print out pictures, and so I didn't finish the spread. So I wanted to do that first, and I wanted to catch up on the current weeks as well. And I had a lot of fun with this. Like, I'm having a lot of fun with this. I think it's going to be a really, really cool book to flip through once the year is over. And I am thinking I'll probably stick with the Hobonichi weeks as like my planner for the new year, but I'm probably also going to get a traveler's notebook, weekly plus memo, which is the book that you see on screen now, to keep doing this kind of weekly memory keeping book, I suppose. I do a bit of daily journaling in it every day. Like, normally every couple of days I kind of backfill it with what I've done in the past few days, and it's cool. I think it's really cute. It's the kind of thing that I wish I had for previous years, especially for like the last year of high school. That was very different from what I am doing now. Like, my life was very different back then. But also when I was in England, I did a similar enough thing in my journal back then, so I have something like that, and I know it's the kind of thing that I really like looking back at, so I'm making an effort to do it, and it's been a lot of fun to have that as well. So here, what I wanted to do after I'd backfilled that was pick a few supplies, because having so many, I knew that I was going to be overwhelmed if I just kept it all out, and I just, too many choices. So I just picked a few. These like flower girl stickers I think are my favorite thing out of the whole box. I got the yellow version, and then this is like a more orangey peachy version, but this feels more autumnal, like the way that they're dressed and the colors as well, so I think I'll keep these for autumn. But I wanted to pick just a few sticker sheets and a few like colors to stick to that I could use for journaling. I do end up adding a few things later when I move on to my Commonplace, but I just wanted to start with a few things, so I had like a limited starting point. These like cookies and apples, and I think that's like a bread sticker as well in these shades. That's so cute, and I baked cookies this week, so I wanted to, it felt very fitting to add some cookie stickers as well. And then I have been trying to write just with black pen on the left-hand page for my daily journaling and stuff, and then on the right-hand page I stick down pictures, and I also do a little bit of extra journaling just about kind of like a reflection on how the week went, and I do that in color, and I just pick a color based on the color of the pictures that are on the page. So in this case, I was testing out all of the new eyeliners to see which one would fit best, and then I think I decided to go for the pink. The really nice thing about these eyeliners is that they have like a highlighter tip, but they also have like I think it's called a bullet point tip on the other side. That's really nice to write with. It does have a bit thicker than like regular gel pens, like the ones that I use normally, but it is still really enjoyable to write with, and I really liked the way that this page came out in the end. Then moving over to my Hobonichi weeks, I wanted to set up the new week. I think I only filmed this on Thursday or Friday, I can't remember, but which is a bit early for me to set up the new week. I normally do that on Sunday, sorry. But with all of these supplies out, I just wanted to do it as part of like the big journaling session. I really wanted to use one of those big flower girl stickers, and I also had another big like yellow tulips one out as well. That I thought would look really well with it, but then I was testing them out on the page, and they're really big stickers. I'm used to having like really small stickers, and I felt like I didn't know how to place two big stickers on the page, so I ended up putting this big one like across the two pages, and I found that was a really nice spot. I'll see at the end of this week how I found it, but because it does take up a lot of space on the Saturday and Sunday boxes, but I also don't really have a lot to do on Saturday or Sunday, so I figured it'd be all right. But I didn't want to put another big sticker on the other side, because I normally, on like the bottom right corner, I keep like a to-do list, like a to film list more than a to-do list for these kinds of videos. Like if I have something that I know I want to film, or like something that I know I'm gonna do and want to remember to film, I'll just write it down so I can cross it off and make sure I have it. So I ended up adding a couple of smaller stickers from this like baking kind of themed sticker sheet. That was really, really cool. They have some other ones that I was looking at as well. They have like a home based one, like a living room type one. I think that's a kitchen one as well, and I think that's a gardening one. That was really cute as well. So just, you know, in case you want to check them out, they have so many different stickers. I was so surprised to see just the variety of art supplies and journaling supplies that they have. They have a lot of things. I think they have watercolors as well. Not that I need any more art supplies, to be honest, but they have a lot of really cool things. So I will definitely be ordering again. Now I decided to move over to my Commonplace. As I said, I had a couple of entries that I wanted to work on that I hadn't really had time to during the week. And because I have so many like stickers out, I wanted to do it a bit more scrapbooking style. I normally try to keep my Commonplace very simple and minimalistic, but I just wanted to try something different. I was very excited to try out all of these stickers, and I thought this would be a good way to like record the fact that I had just gotten them as well. I also did a bit of an entry. I don't think it's in this video. I think I did it over the weekend. I did a bit of an entry about the collab as well, and I just talked a bit about what I got and stuff. So here I wanted to do a bit of writing about the eye painting that I did recently. I really like the colors, and I wanted to like make a note of that, and to remember that I want to make more pieces with that color palette. And I was also like brainstorming some ideas on what I could add to it. I don't think it's finished yet. I think it needs a bit more definition in some areas. The flowers need some more color, like some more detail as well. There's not enough like evident leaves, I don't think. So I'll do a bit of that this upcoming week. The eyes are looking quite cool, but I don't think all of them are finished. So I'll add some more detail to that as well. And this is what I was mentioning earlier. I have been using the back of my Hobonichi Weeks for like running to-do lists of various sorts. And I have one for like ideas for the zine. I have one for Commonplace pages to print. I have one for Commonplace entries that I want to do. I have one for like things that I wanted to do after the exam session was over, and just a whole bunch of different things. And it's been really handy because it means that I can just keep it in my weeks instead of having to constantly move it over from Commonplaces once I finish it. So that was really nice. So I did a whole bunch of writing about that. I have to say, the big stamps, like floral stamp stickers, are so cute. They're really, really cool. And there's so many of them. I think there's like a pack of 100, which is going to take me a long time to get through. So I'm very excited to like keep using them, especially with like the scrapbooking type zine that I want to do now. It's going to be so cool to have all of these supplies to work with. I feel like they fit the aesthetic that I'm going for so well. And then here I wanted to write down some lyrics. I have been finding a lot of new music recently. I made a new playlist a while back and I've just kind of been adding to it. I normally just make a playlist and then that's it. I don't tend to add to it a lot. Like once I've made it, that's it. Maybe I'll add like 2 or 3 new songs, but until I decide to make a new one, I normally like don't touch it. I've kind of been adding things a bit more gradually to this one and it's been a lot of fun. I found out like a lot of new bands and a lot of new songs that I've really been enjoying, and so I have a list of like song lyrics that I want to write down in my Commonplace as well. The issue with that is that you can do like a couple at the time, but then it's a lot of writing, and I try to kind of be a bit mindful, especially with all the writing that I did this past week, just writing down revision summaries, I suppose. My wrist was killing me by the end of it, so I wanted to like be a bit mindful of that and not do too much writing. So I only did a couple of spreads, but I had a really good time with this, and I think this is something I really like doing. It especially for songs that I really like, but also it's a good thing to have them like documented in my book, because I really associate songs with like certain times of my life. So that's a good marker to have in journals as well, to give context to the journal, if it makes sense. So that's kind of cool. And also I just really like going through song lyrics. It's something that I'm always really interested in. Sometimes I leave like a margin to then annotate them a bit, like write down some thoughts, or I highlight or underline my favorite lyrics as well. I didn't do it for this one, but I wrote it down for now. We'll see if I go back to it later. That's the magnetic bookmark that I showed you earlier. They're really handy. Because my traveler's notebook cover that I keep it in does have like a string bookmark, so I normally use that as like my current page bookmark, but then there's a lot of pages throughout the Commonplace, especially when it's fuller, that I need to refer back to a lot. So like revision trackers, or like important lists, or like thoughts on a painting that I'm currently working on, that kind of thing. And so these have been really handy. I think I also want to try using the book tabs to mark those. We'll see which ones I prefer using. These book tabs honestly have like the cutest colors. I got 2 different colorways, but I think that's like at least 4, maybe more. So that's quite nice. And that's about the end of the journaling session. So I hope you enjoyed seeing that. I will leave all of the links to Stationery Pal in the description below for you to check out. And again, a big thanks to Stationery Pal for sending me all of this. Honestly, I'm so grateful for that. Like, that was so cool, and I'm very excited to see what I can make using all of these supplies going forward as well. And I will see you very soon with a new video. Bye, hope you have a nice week.